Back on the Normandy. Okay. The last mission to do. That isn't collection. Wait, what? Okay, that's on the Citadel. That's on the Citadel. That's on the Citadel. Admiral Kohaku, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's on the Citadel. Okay. Gather. On the Citadel, gather, and talk to Tally. Okay, that's easy. We're in fact on the ship. Here. And while we're here, we can talk to everybody. Let's see what they have to say, if anything. Actually, oh, it only happens after story missions, I guess. Caden?
Anything you need, Commander?
Looking for personal input, tactical appraisal.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. One of my cousins has an agribusiness. I was thinking of calling him. Maybe he can get some shipments into Pharos. I mean, now that they're cut off from the company.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on. There's gotta be some xenobiologists who want to read about the Thorian.
They can wait? Probably. Screw it. Yes. I'm too busy to talk. Wait, what? Probably.
All in triplicate, I'm sure. Did you want to see me?
I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
I mean, hold on. Do the humans actually support what I'm doing? Like, I know Anderson does. You can't believe them. That's your training talking. Smug aliens. We'll show them. You can't blame them. That's your training talking. I don't really feel any of these answers.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
Vernus? Who the freak is Vernus? So what happened? He was just an ass. No, what happened? I don't know who the heck that is.
Don't tell me you and Vernus hugged on graduation day.
Oh, I remember now.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. But it was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
So Vernus was like the alien teacher he had that was an asshole to him. I remember. What happened? He finally got to you? At least you got it.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana. Broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. But at 17, that's something.
You tried to help Rana? Impressive. Good.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I lost control. I killed him, Shepard.
So?
Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
Fair enough. Whose side are you on? Do you? Do you really, Caden? Fair enough.
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
Huh. So there is more to talk about. Wait, Liara? I know you hiding out in here. I doubt Dr. Chakwas has anything new to say.
Yes, Commander? Is there
Investigate.
something you need?
Nothing.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Yo, Chakwas, why are you 10 times louder than Caden? Or is that just me? Liara.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Investigate. Yeah, nothing new. Tell me more about you.
We could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We're short-lived. What about now? That's insulting. Well, it's the truth. We are short-lived.
We don't have the luxury of time. And Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage.
Bull crap.
You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
We intimidate you, Liara? It works for us. That's still insulting.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want.
Yep.
It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
That's humanity for you. I'm trying. Me? Not my problem. Why me?
Why me?
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
You looked that up? You spied on me. You broke my trust by reading my Wikipedia page. You could have asked.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
I want to believe that too. Me or the beacon? Unacceptable. I don't even know what you're unaccepting to.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
But Liara, you're a woman.
You want a relationship with me? Even though we're both women?
We Asari are monogendered, Commander. Male and female do not have any real meaning for us. We do, however, have maternal instincts, so perhaps we would fill what you consider a female role. I'm sorry if this is awkward for you, Shepard. I am only trying to be honest. I feel as if we share some type of connection. But none of this matters if you are already involved in a serious relationship with Lieutenant Alenko.
For the record, I'm pretty sure I looked this up years and years ago when I was playing Mass Effect 3. But in the original Mass Effect, there are only 3 relationship options. There is Liara, Ashley, and Caden. If you are female, Liara and Caden. If you're a male, Ashley and Liara. So no matter what, you're stuck into one of these. Or you can choose to not get into any relationships, period, because more relationship options open up in different games, obviously. I love Liara. I loved her in my first playthrough, years ago, all the way up until beating 3. I can't say no to my wife. Caden's special. It's not that serious.
The Lieutenant and I are just friends. Nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or Was I wrong about that too?
Then again, I didn't... I know more relationships options open up in 2 and 3. And I never pursued any of them because of Liara. No. Must ignore first wife. No. Must love wife. I love Liara.
No, you were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you?
Because we mind melded?
We have only known each other a short time. We are from 2 different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
Listen to how excited she sounds. God, I love Liara. And if I recall, I always took Liara with me because of this fact. It doesn't have to. Don't analyze this. We have one thing in common. Why is this on the bottom? I'm picking it.
Saren wants both of us dead. That's something.
That is not the most romantic reason, is it? You make it all sound so dangerous.
That's why it's fun. Are you scared? I'll protect you, Liara. I mean, I could pick this, but... but if I'm shown anything out in the field, I can't protect anybody. I suck.
I'll keep you safe.
I am not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. I need some time.
You started it. How childish.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
There is nothing else.
I should go.
Later,
Goodbye,
waifu.
Shepard.
Well, that was productive. No. Garrus. We can't get into a relationship with Garrus in the first game. I know this.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
You aren't gonna tell me any of them?
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
Wait, have we talked to you about this before, Garrus? I can understand that.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
A Spectre?
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Ah, too bad.
Not all Spectres are like Saren, you know.
Of course not. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Nah, that's not true. Wait, what? How is that not true?
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
Oh, that was Garrus. Ashley?
Commander?
How are we doing? Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration. If you're interested.
Occasion?
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
What are you celebrating exactly? Well, the war ended. Okay.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
Your files are clean, I assume, if Shepard's willing to say that.
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war.
I don't know what that
The only
is.
human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I see. Not your fault. Now I understand. I mean, how's this her fault?
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
Who? Investigate. Grandfather?
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of them.
Shang-Chi.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
Investigate. Huh. You deserve better. That's why you dislike aliens. He got what he deserved. So that's why you dislike aliens.
Is this why you're always going on about the council?
If everyone else can look at Shanxi and say, this is why humanity needs to be stronger, then so can I. I'm entitled. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
You're valuable. Of course not. We need you.
You're a valuable part of my crew, Williams. If I want an opinion from the head, I go to Alenko. When I want one from the heart, I go to you.
I don't know about that.
I also play a mean game of pool. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I should get back to my duty, Skipper. Rifles don't maintain themselves. Not yet, anyway.
Okay.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
No more codex entries. Rex.
What do you want, Shepard?
Yo, hold up.
Nothing.
Pause.
Suit yourself.
That's Rex. Garrus.
Commander, good to see you.
Damn you, Garrus.
Commander, how are you?
Garrus won't talk to me. But like, look how
What do you
detailed
want,
Rex
Shepard?
is. I don't think Garrus is model loaded properly. Personal inquiry. Investigate.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Like.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why leave?
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
Really?
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
And?
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
What about Jared? Nah, I'm out. Peace.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
And you went? It's risky.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
What?
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
I actually want to question if that would kill him. Look how big you are.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
Really?
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
Yo, now we getting somewhere. Where is it?
Who has it?
Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Let's do it.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
I'm good with that.
So long, Rex.
And we'll bring your best friend Garrus along, because we're raiding a Turian place. Cool. More side quests. Oh, Tally. Tally ho.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Nope.
Carry on, Adams.
Later,
Aye,
Adams.
aye, Commander.
Tally.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Don't waste my time. What is it? Sure. Anything,
Something
Tally.
wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
Gotcha.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet.
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
Then you'll leave us by wiping out the Geth. It's encrypted. I can't risk that.
If I give you this data, your pilgrimage is over. You'll go back to your own people.
Not right away. I'll stay with you as long as it takes to stop Seren. But my people need this.
To kill the Geth?
You think you can use this information to destroy your enemy?
Not right away. We will need to study it. It could take years, but it will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
I can't risk that. Risk what? Take it. Alright. I mean, the only risk is that they fail and start a new war with the Geth and then lose. Or win. Eh.
Go ahead, make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt. One I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Seren and his Geth armies are defeated.
Don't forget it. That's enough. Good.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
Cool. Wait, that was it? That was my entire mission?
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Seren, I mean.
No. I mean, what do we do canonically? I know we spent like 5 hours doing side quests, but canonically, like actual story progression, we went to Pharos. We spent like 4 hours on the Citadel. I think we've only visited like 2 places. No, we aren't near the end. We're getting close. I hope so. Better be. I hope so? I guess?
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
An important part.
We couldn't have done this without you, Tali.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
And you're welcome.
I'm gonna miss you when you go back to your own people, Tali.
That won't happen for a while yet. I'll be right here anytime you need me.
Yeah, that's it.
I should go.
See you later.
Later, Tally. So, I mean, if we are near the end, I bet I could beat Mass Effect in like under an hour, which would be embarrassing with how long we've actually taken. What else we got? Rex's family armor. Yeah, that's the thing. That's all that's left outside of us going to the Citadel. A Krogan armor. Where's this at? Argos Rao cluster. Somewhere in it. Like, you don't have an exact location. Just go mess around in there. Ah! Oh, jeez. I stared into the void, but only for a second. It didn't have a chance to recognize me and stare back. Okay. Let's go save. Then we're gonna go on a mission with Garrus and Rex.
Message from Admiral Hackett, Commander. Patching it through.
We just received your report. Looks like this Geth incursion was bigger than we thought. They were probably preparing for a major offensive in the system. We're increasing patrols in the Armstrong cluster to make sure they can't establish another foothold in the region. Nice job, Shepard. You saved a lot of human lives on this mission. Hack it out.
Alright, those 5 places that took forever and were super annoying. Argos Rao cluster. Argos Rao cluster. Horsehead. Here we go. That's where Pinnacle Station is. I mean, if the game's gonna tell me I'm near the end, why not just do the damn DLC, right? Let's go to it. Let's handle the DLC right here, right now. No, wait. What is the Pinnacle Station again? Back up. There are 2 DLCs for Mass Effect. One is Pinnacle Station, and the other one is... What is it? I forget. But because I've forgotten, I don't want to go there. No, I remember one Mass Effect DLC specifically. I don't even know which game it was. But it was where you had to fight an AI in this huge, like, moon base, and it was annoying as all hell. I don't want to do it. Not if I don't have to immediately. Okay, first things first. Look for shinies. I don't see any. Okay. Cyberman. Cyber is a standard Neptune-type gas giant. The upper cloud deck of his hydrogen-helium atmosphere tinted a dramatic blue by traces of methane. Bull crap. Green from orbit. Blue one zoom in. Liars. That's some bull. Thear is a large gas giant with traces of chlorine and sodium in its atmosphere. It also has a significant amount of water vapor in the cloud of its upper atmosphere. Okay, I see you. Varmalis has a thick atmosphere of nitrogen and helium. Its surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of alumina. with deposits of borax. The planet has an extensive network of subterranean caves formed over the millennia by volcanic processes. In these relatively cool areas, some primitive life has developed. Metgos is the place to go. Okay, so ignore Metgos for now. Canrum. Canrum is a... Dang, Canrum, you got a lot. Canrum is a small rocky world with trace atmosphere of methane and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of magnesium and silicate with deposits of carbon. Survey it. Something, something, something. Metgos. Heat hazard level 2. Metgos is a large terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its hot surface is mainly composed of nickel with deposits of potassium and heavy metals. It is a mineralogical treasure trove with concentrated heavy elements constantly being brought to the surface by volcanic activity. Metgos is inhospitable and dangerous. Metgos is inhospitable and dangerous, and expeditions must be well prepared to survive any length of time. With a high mass, heat-trapping cloud and constant volcanic venting, Metgos seems well on its way to becoming a Venusian pressure cooker world. Rex? Garrus. Let's do this. Also doggos. I'll go check what they're after really quick. Then we'll get back to Metgos.